Good morning. We are back for Katie Science Lab on the road. We are at St. John Bosco School with a group of first graders who's been learning a ton about solids, liquids, and gases. We're going to do a fun experiment with them coming up. But first, they have a message for you. You guys ready? 1, 2, 3.
Good morning, San Antonio!
We'll see you in just a bit.
Adorable.
How cute.
Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
First graders, we knew it was going to be cute. Good morning, everybody.
It.
It is Wednesday, April 27th.
Thanks for joining us today. I love the enthusiasm.
Can't wait to talk with Katie and David coming up in this hour.
But for now, let's look at today's 9 at 9.
New details on the ongoing conflict in Eastern Europe. Russia opening up a new front in its war over Ukraine on Wednesday, deciding to shut off gas to Poland and Bulgaria, two European Union nations that have backed Kyiv. It's a dramatic escalation in the conflict.
In the nation's capital, a funeral for former Secretary of State MADELINE ALBRIGHT will take place at the Washington National Cathedral this morning. President Joe Biden is scheduled to give the eulogy. Other listed speakers include former President Bill Clinton and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. Albright served as Secretary of State in the Clinton administration. She was the first woman to hold that position. Albright's family says she died after a battle with cancer. She was 84.
A new mission to space is making history this morning. 3 American astronauts and 1 European heading to the International Space Station on a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket. One of the NASA astronauts is 33-year-old Jessica Watkins, who will become the first black woman to live on the space station for a long-term mission. She'll also become the first black woman to perform a spacewalk.
Both the courts and Congress are expected to take action on the fate of Title 42 this week. It allows the expulsions at the border based on public health concerns from the COVID-19 pandemic. Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas is testifying today and tomorrow before House committees. A federal judge in Louisiana is temporarily restraining the White House from its plan to lift the measure May 23rd. The White House says President Joe Biden is challenging lawmakers to come up with a comprehensive immigration reform. A hearing on that is set for May 10th.
Vice President Kamala Harris has tested positive for COVID, underscoring the persistence of the highly contagious virus even as the country eases restrictions. Neither President Biden nor First Lady Dr. Jill Biden are considered a close contact of Harris in recent days. Harris, who received her second booster shot April 1st, does not have any immediate symptoms, and her office says after consultation with her physicians, the vice president was prescribed and has taken an antiviral medication. Meanwhile, new COVID cases continue to rise across the country, and Pfizer has asked the FDA to authorize a booster dose of its vaccine for children ages 5 to 11.
A San Antonio man will be laid to rest this morning nearly 2 months after he was hit and killed by a San Antonio police officer. That crash happened the night of March 5th near West Commerce and Northwest 39th Street. 64-year-old Feliciano Jimenez was hit around 8:30 that night. Police told KSAT 12 that night the area was dark, however, could not say if that contributed to the crash. Jimenez's family says they asked the city to improve safety in that same area months before his death. Today, they will see the dash cam video from that crash.
The House committee investigating the Capitol attacks is redoubling its efforts to have GOP leader Kevin McCarthy appear for an interview. That's after new revelations concerning his private conversations about the deadly attack. In an audio recording just released by the New York Times, McCarthy tells fellow Republican leaders that former President Trump's far-right allies in the House are, quote, putting people in jeopardy, end quote.
Apple wants to help you stay hydrated. The company is offering 2 new smart water bottles in retail and online stores. The bottles transmit data onto Apple Health, helping you track your water consumption. They're supposed to keep water cold for 24 hours, and they start at about $60.
There's a new job offer we want to talk about. A delivery service here in Texas looking for a chief taco officer. You basically get paid to eat tacos. The company Faber says it's offering $10,000 to travel around Texas and talk about the tacos they are taste testing. Job perks include accommodations, transportation in each city, and also free food. Those looking to apply should visit Faber online. And that's your 9 at 9.
And taking a look outside with live cam. It looks nice out there, very beautiful at 66 degrees, but I have to ask, when is it going to warm up, Justin?
Soon. Today will be still okay. I think we'll see temperatures up around 80 degrees, but by tomorrow it'll feel a lot more like April. We hit a pretty good stretch here. We got some rain, some cloud cover, kept temperatures down, and at the moment still feels pretty nice outside. 67 degrees at the airport, 70 Pleasanton, 70 down there in Cotulla, and 62 up there in Kerrville in the Hill Country. Mostly cloudy today. 79 is what we're shooting for this afternoon, but we're up to 86 by Thursday, 89 by Friday. So there's your warmth step. It comes in here by the end of the week, and certainly by the weekend. As we look at the pollen count, this is the not so good news. Molds jumped up to 11,250 today into the very high category, all that rain, and that's the end result. It did wash out some of the oak, but oak also jumped up some, 600. It's in the high category, pecan, grass, pine, all low. Your forecast for today, 73 noontime. We've got clouds just to the west of San Antonio. Some of those spread in a little bit later this morning, and I think skies will be partly to mostly cloudy throughout the rest of today. 79 by 4 p.m. and southeasterly winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. The weekend is soon to be upon us. We're going to look at that forecast. It does include the potential for a few storms. We'll have the latest on that in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Justin. Morning commute is winding down. No accidents to report that I've seen. One stalled vehicle out there right now, but otherwise traffic is easing up in most areas around the San Antonio metro area. New this morning, a former U.S. Marine from Texas now free due to a prisoner exchange with Russia, a surprising sign of cooperation amid the ongoing war in Ukraine.
This morning, Russia released Trevor Reed. He was arrested in the summer of 2019 after Russian authorities said he assaulted an officer while being driven to a police station following a night of drinking. In exchange for Reed's release, the U.S. agreed to return a Russian pilot serving a 20-year sentence for conspiracy to smuggle cocaine into the U.S. after he was arrested in Liberia back in 2010.
The two prisoners were swapped in an undisclosed European country. Reed is now en route back to the U.S., traveling with the U.S. government's special envoy for hostage affairs. The prisoner swap marks the highest profile release during the Biden administration of an American deemed wrongly detained abroad.
From shooting a music video to being shot, police say that's how things went for people at this Northwest Side barbershop. Now, police tell us that as many as 4 people were shot just after 2 this morning. The barbershop on Wurzbach Road near Ingram Road was supposed to be the scene of a music video. Instead, it became a crime scene. Police say someone drove up and started shooting at the crowd. They say one person was hit in the head. 2 were shot in their legs, and a 4th person was grazed in the head and the leg. At this point, investigators do not know the motive for the shooting. They don't know who the shooter was either. However, they hope that surveillance video will give them some clues.
San Antonio police investigating a shooting that happened on the southeast side. They were called out to the 2900 block of Anza near South New Braunfels Avenue close to 2:30 this morning. Police say the victim told them he was walking home when someone opened fire at him. It says the shooting happened in the street, but police discovered a trail of shell casings leading back to the courtyard of an apartment complex. Police say the victim's a man in his 40s. He was shot in each arm and in the foot. Again, he was taken to hospital and is said to be in stable condition.
An overnight shooting incident at Haven for Hope, just northwest of downtown. It ended with 3 people in the hospital. Police say a man was beating on the doors of the building around 10 last night. 2 security officers tried to restrain that man, and that's when the suspect was able to grab the security officer's gun. As the 3 struggled over that weapon, shots were fired. The officers were each hit in the leg. One of the guards was able to return fire, hitting the suspect 3 times. The 2 officers and the suspect are in the hospital this morning. All 3 are expected to recover.
64 Feliciano Leonel Jimenez will be laid to rest today, nearly 2 months after he was hit and killed by a San Antonio police officer's cruiser.
San Antonio police say that officer did not see Jimenez. However, as Lee Waldman explains, his family wants something done to protect people like him.
Just coming out here today to make this interview gave me goosebumps.
A block away from where her uncle, Feliciano Jimenez, better known as Leo, was killed, Belinda Herrera says the danger of West Commerce Street is clear.
It scares me, the way people drive so fast and the kids crossing the streets, elderly people crossing, and they're driving too fast.
In the sunlight, it's easy to see people waiting on sidewalks to cross. At night,
dark, very dark. If they don't have their lights on, this store here, it's dark.
A public information officer with SAPD told KSAT 12 that night it was dark in the area, but couldn't say if that contributed to the crash. His family says they asked the city to improve safety along West Commerce and Northwest 39th Street months before Jimenez's death. They contacted District 5 Councilwoman Terry Castillo. We asked for an interview, but got a statement that says in part, quote, as we enter 2023 budget discussions, infrastructure and pedestrian safety remain a top priority. We will continue to advocate for increase in streets and sidewalk improvements, unquote. It goes on to mention a public works traffic study in the area. A spokesperson for Public Works declined to comment. Now Jimenez's family is waiting to see the dash camera video.
Tomorrow I'll be going to the station to go see the tape, and maybe it'll give me closure, maybe, or it'll answer questions for me.
Lee Waldman, KSAT 12 News.
SAPD is still investigating. We have submitted an open records request for the Public Works traffic study. It includes a crash history of the area.
We will be sure to update you once we have those records.
Time check 9:09, about 67 degrees still ahead on GMSA at 9.
We'll be checking in with Katie Blake.
Hi guys, welcome back to St. John Bosco School. We just reviewed the 3 states of matter that these very smart first graders have been learning about lately: solid, liquid, and gas. David Sears, my trusty assistant, is starting to pass out the supplies for this very tasty activity that we'll be doing coming up in just a little bit, so stay tuned. We'll see you in a few.
Visit San Antonio, reintroducing unique Riverwalk Drift and Dine events. It's a combination of tourism and hospitality.
Seeing the San Antonio Riverwalk and enjoying some of our best local restaurants.
Max Bassey joins us live. Max, well, what an assignment this morning down there. It's beautiful.
Good morning, guys. It is beautiful out here. It smells even better. Take a look at some of the amazing food we get to start the morning. I'll talk about Breakfast of Champions. So we're going to have 5 different restaurants each night of the Drift and Dine. And we're starting off here. We have Andre. So what are we looking at?
Okay, we have for the Drift and Dining, we're going to present to the guests tuna steak tacos. We have a cilantro aioli, some greens, some seaweed salad.
That is awesome. You can't go wrong with some tacos, but moving down the line, all right, we're eyeing this beef Wellington. So, Chef Mendoza, what are we looking at?
So we're looking at a mini beef Wellington with truffle brie mashed potatoes, a red wine demi-glaze, and of course our famous shrimp paisano lemon butter garlic sauce.
That's not going to make it to noon. That's going to be the breakfast. All right, moving on down the line. Last but certainly not least, we have scallops.
Yes, jumbo seared scallops, wild mushroom risotto, and we have a squid ink tuile. But good seafood.
Great seafood. All right, so guys, there is such an amazing assortment. I cannot be more excited about what is going on here. We're joined here with Edward. So, Edward, what does this mean for you guys here at the Riverwalk?
It means a lot for us to be able to showcase our culinary talents over at the McCarr Hotel and Spa with Ostra featured, as well as some great company with the rest of the restaurant. So we're looking forward to showcasing our culinary talents.
The last couple of years have been tough with the pandemic. We saw the Riverwalk empty for at least a year. This is back. What does it mean for you guys?
We're excited to be a part of it. It means a lot. It gives us the opportunity to let everyone know that we're back, we're here, we're ready to serve you, and looking forward for that opportunity.
For people who may have not come back to the Riverwalk or maybe hesitant, what would you say to them? What does the energy look like out here?
I would say throughout the week, it's vibrant. When you get close to the weekend, the energy really picks up. We look forward to having everyone come down and experience what we have to offer down on the San Antonio Riverwalk.
All right, Edward, thank you so much. And guys, what an experience it is. If you want to take part, we have all the information how, when, and how much. Just head to KSAT.com. Mark, Steph, you guys want me to save you anything?
Yes, seven servings. We need 1 of the first, 4 of the second, and 2 of the third, please.
Yes,
Thank
please.
you, Max.
Remember Justin, too.
Oh, I forgot Justin. Okay, sorry. Hey, thank you, Max.
Thank you.
I'll change my numbers here in a second. And I was a waiter, too.
Did you see his reaction?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So let's make that 8 or 9 orders.
There you go.
That looks good. Very good. What a beautiful morning you saw with Max out there on the river. It's really nice. Pictures coming in. Yes, if you looked east this morning, right at about, well, just before sunrise, you saw the moon, Venus, and Jupiter. What a shot it was. I love this one because it has downtown San Antonio in it. Great shot. We appreciate it as always. And we have many more of those. We'll try to show throughout the day on our KSAT Connect. We got skies to clear just in time for that. And then the clouds rolled in and now they've backed off again. So the clouds have literally been kind of back and forth here around San Antonio. At the moment, we do have partly cloudy skies, 67 degrees, 61 the dew point. And that number is on the rise with easterly winds at about 5 miles per hour. And there you see the edge of the clouds. It's sitting right over western parts of Bexar County. Now, if you go west, it's cloudy. Down Highway 90, Uvalde, Hondo, you're looking at cloudy skies. You go east to San Antonio, it's full sun. Gonzales, Victoria, looking at sunny skies. And here in town, we're still sunny for the moment. The models are indicating that some of these clouds will shift in a little bit later today. So we're going to call it off and on cloudiness. 70 degrees Port SA, 67 Helotes, 63 Bernie Stage, 65 Boulevardy, 62 and sunny right now in Seguin. What a great morning. Dew points are in the low to mid 60s now, and these numbers, as I said, are rising. As you look off to the east, we've got high pressure settling in across parts of Tennessee. But that's allowing for moisture to start to flow off the Gulf of Mexico, and you're going to see these dew points consistently rise here over the next 24 to 48 hours, and it becomes more sticky. In fact, by, I'd say, Friday into Saturday, you'll see dew points close to 70, and you're going to combine that with temperatures near 90. And we have to start talking about heat index again. It's been so nice the last couple of days. Hate to even bring it up, but that's where we'll be over the weekend. And as we look at the forecast for today, yes, this model does show clouds trying to shift back in by the afternoon and then breaking up some around 5 o'clock. Temperatures, as a result, only up around 79 here in San Antonio, but we will see some 80s on the map for sure. Places like Devine, Pleasanton, Pearsall, even here in San Antonio, wouldn't be surprised if we touch 80 for a brief time this afternoon. You know, it may be time to mow. We've got some good rain lately if you were thinking about it. Today could be a little bit iffy. The grass may still be a little bit damp, but as we get into Thursday, Friday, Saturday, all good days to do some of that yard work. We are looking for a chance of a storm or two Saturday afternoon, but I think it'll be late in the evening. And as we look at the futurecast here, this is Thursday, 5 o'clock tomorrow. It'll be warmer, dry line off to the west. Too far away, though, to give us any rain chances. There could be 1 or 2 storms that develop along the dry line, but well to our west. That'll be the case Friday, too. It's hot, it's humid, it's probably windy, too. We're going to start to see some gusts up around 25 miles per hour next couple days. And then here comes that weak frontal boundary. Doesn't make it all the way to San Antonio, at least I don't think. It probably stalls out somewhere in the hill country, but if it can get just close enough to touch off some showers and storms, they may drift south. So we're going to put in a 20% chance of rain Saturday evening. Shouldn't interrupt your plans during the day on Saturday, but we do need to keep close watch of it late on Saturday because some of those storms could be strong to severe. 86 Thursday, 89 Friday, 90 on Saturday with that chance of rain and another small chance of rain showing up on Monday. We're coming back with Katie's Science Lab. Join us on the other side of the break.
Katie's Science Lab back on the road this morning, visiting a first grade class, how precious, at St. John Bosco School over on West Commerce.
And Katie and David join us now live. Good morning. You have a great group there.
Good morning. We do have a great group. Mr. Contreras' class, or Mr. C, as he is affectionately known here with his first graders. They have been so welcoming this morning, and we have a lot to do. So let's get started. First, I want to show everyone watching at home what we're doing. So this first grade class has been learning all about the 3 states of matter: solid,
liquid,
and
Yes.
So we have been talking this morning, just reviewing what makes these things different. And now we're going to do an activity all about the 3 different types of matter. So
I thought we were going to eat.
We're going to do that too.
Okay.
Pinky promise. Pinky promise. Ice cream before noon is madness, but I love it. Okay, so here's what you'll need. Parents at home, if you want to maybe try this over the weekend with your kiddos, pretty basic ingredients here. You'll need some ice cream, some root beer or soda of your choice. You'll need some plastic spoons and also some cups and probably paper towels, just because that's always a good idea. So, David, you're going to get us started with our solid in this activity, and that is our ice cream. And that one came with me in the car, so it's
not quite solid.
Drifting away from solid form and encroaching on liquid state, but you get the idea. So our ice cream here is acting as our solid. Thankfully, Mr. C was more prepared, and he's kept his ice cream here in a freezer all morning, so it's a bit more solid. But so what we're going to have the kiddos do, we're going to give them a scoop of ice cream. That's their solid. And then we're going to add the liquid, which is the root beer or the soda. And what happens, you guys, as soon as we add this liquid into our solid, our gas is going to start to form. And this specific kind of gas is carbon dioxide, or CO2. Have you ever heard of that before? So you'll be able to see it in the forms of bubbles that appear. Okay, so that's what you're going to be watching for. And we're going to put that into action right now. Ooh. So right there on the top, we've got our carbon dioxide, and if you put your hand there, you can feel the little bubbles popping. That's your carbon dioxide. That's your gas. All right. So that's what we're doing, and the best part of this activity is that when we're done here, you got to do something with this. You got to eat it. You got to eat it. So yeah. We're really excited. So we're going to get this going here. We're going to start scooping the ice cream for everybody, and then in just a few minutes when we come back from the commercial break, we'll pour in our liquid and make our gas. You ready?
Yeah. Yes.
All right, we're going to get started here at St. John Bosco School. We'll see you in a few minutes. Wave. Welcome back to St. John Bosco School with Mr. C's first grade class, who's been learning all about the different states of matter, solid, liquid, and gas. So we're back now. David and Mr. C are pros at scooping the ice cream, getting everyone their solid in their cup. And in just a minute here, we're going to add our liquid or our root beer. But I want to get some audience interaction here. So how's it going?
Good.
Are you excited about the ice cream? Mm-hmm. Has it been really hard to not eat it in the last few minutes while we're waiting for our root beer?
Yeah.
Yes, but it's gonna be worth it. I pinky promise. All right, so David is almost done scooping the ice cream here. And
everybody good? Y'all want a little bit more?
Yes.
Okay, they're gonna get a little bit more.
Well, I didn't know you ordered 2 scoops.
Yeah, David was maybe a touch stingy with the first scoop, and so we're coming in for seconds. All right, here you go, David. I'm gonna give you your mic.
Okay.
So that you can get some reaction for me.
Okay, what do you think?
Okay, you guys ready for your
We'll get some reaction
for your
to
liquid?
It in just a second.
Yeah.
You want some more?
All righty.
Keep that up there.
Let's get it started.
Rock and roll.
Remember, right away, those bubbles you see, that's going to be your gas or your carbon dioxide. Ooh, very good.
You want more?
Yeah, all of our little bubbles there, that's our carbon dioxide gas.
I have a bubble. I don't know what that's a bubble is.
There you go. All right, you ready, ma'am? Here we go. Yes, the question that has been asked all morning, can we eat it? Yes, you can eat it. Go for it.
Want some more?
Here you go.
It's delicious.
Ooh.
Yes, we can eat it. Can I eat it?
Right.
Oh, you got something? You ready? Here you go. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Is it good?
All right.
Look at that.
Is it as bubbly as you thought it was going to be?
Yes.
Yes. Is it good? As good, tasty as you thought it was going to be?
Yes.
Okay, good. No, sorry, Robert. All right. So, is this? What did we learn today?
We learned solid and liquids and gases.
That it can be yummy too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a little added solid in here.
Did the spoon break?
The spoon broke off.
We've had some broken spoons. Good job, you guys. All right, what do we think? Is it worth it? Worth the wait?
It's so sour.
Sour.
What?
Sour.
Okay, so what does it look
tastes
like?
good, right?
Right there.
Yeah.
Does it look like a gas?
Worth the wait. Good.
Why does
Very
it look
good.
like a gas?
Well,
Because all the bubbles look like a gas.
So the bubbles make it look like a gas. Can you kind of feel it?
Mm-hmm.
Feel it on your hand right there? Okay, now I want you to taste it, and I want you to tell me what it tastes like.
It tastes,
Does it taste like a gas, or does it taste like root beer?
it tastes like root beer.
Okay, but root beer became the gas, right? Because you got the solid and the liquid, and then you got the gas. Is it kind of bubbly when it goes down? When you swallow it, it feels kind of funny. Does it feel funny when you swallow it? Because it's all the gas, right?
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel like a solid, doesn't feel like a liquid, it feels like a gas going down. Okay. That's what we're after right there.
So before we wrap up here, you guys, I want to give big props to Mr. C, who reached out and wanted us to come visit. This is such a great group of kids. They've been a lot of fun. And we have really enjoyed our time here. You know, we're coming up to the end of the school year, so our KD Science Lab on the road, obviously, as school's out for the summer, we're going to have to take a bit of a hiatus, but please feel free to email me, because coming up next school year, we're going to want to visit more classrooms and do stuff just like this. Thanks for your help, David.
Y'all want to do the Good Morning San Antonio again? One more time?
Okay.
Count of three.
One, two, three.
Good morning, San Antonio!
All right.
Wait. Before we go, what was the other thing y'all did about the ice cream?
It was sour.
No, about we love ice cream.
Ice cream for ice cream.
Okay, one more time. 1, 2, 3.
Ice cream for ice cream.
Very nice.
Bye, guys.
Well, good morning, St. John Bosco. Good morning, guys. Okay, David, Katie, thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, and Katie's going to start planning for fall of 22.
Already.
Start lining those up, that's for sure. But there's a bunch of high school seniors that'd like to do ice cream right about now. Right?
I think we would like to do ice cream right now. It doesn't matter what the weather, right?
So clear generally overnight into this morning. Clouds came back in, and now they're headed out again?
Yeah, they've kind of played that game with us back and forth. And by the way, I wish that science experiment was there when I was a kid.
Right?
Tastes so good. Well, it looks like it tastes good. Anyway, yes, the clouds have gone back and forth on us. Right now, we've got mostly clear skies here in San Antonio, but the clouds are just to our west. Hondo seeing cloudy skies, Uvalde seeing cloudy skies, but here in town, blue skies at the airport. And temperature is 67 degrees right now, 69 Helotes. If you're out in Castroville, it's mostly cloudy, 68 there, and cloudy and cool in Los Maples, 60 degrees for you. Here's what's ahead next couple days. We're expecting clouds at times today, warmer. And then heat, humidity, some wind comes back into the forecast Thursday and Friday. And then by the weekend, a couple of isolated storms pop up on Saturday evenings. A few of those could be strong to severe. In the meantime, our forecast today, 73 noontime. Close to 80 this afternoon. Southeasterly winds 5 to 15, and by this evening we're falling back down into the 70s, or mid to low 70s by 9 p.m. And again, those hotter temperatures are just around the corner. A look at that 7-day forecast is headed your way in just a couple minutes, guys.
Thank you very much, Justin. Well, this morning we're learning about a Florida-based charity looking to get millions from the city of San Antonio.
It's now up to voters to decide if K9s for Warriors should get city bond money. Some are questioning the ballot measure since there are many Texas charities that also pair veterans with service dogs.
As our Dylan Collier reports, these critics have more concerns about the out-of-state nonprofit.
In the fall of 2019, during Suicide Prevention Week, K9s for Warriors made a plea for donations using the story of an Air Force veteran who said he was 6 hours away from taking his own life. A life saved thanks to the timely arrival of his service dog, Molly, courtesy of the charity. It's a nice idea. Take dogs from the city pound and other shelters and train them to be service animals for disabled vets. But as far as time goes, officials with K9s for Warriors now concede there is a 3 to 4 year wait list for a veteran who signs up to even be paired with a dog. And now that charity is looking to expand its footprint or paw print in San Antonio.
The veteran has become a backhand passenger in their vehicle.
Bart Sherwood's nonprofit, Train a Dog, Save a Warrior, provides service animals to military veterans. Sherwood says vets in his program typically start training with their dog within a month, a move he says creates a strong bond. as opposed to Canines for Warriors' approach of first training the dog and then bringing the veteran in much later. Foremost, he has a big problem with that wait list.
If you don't need a service dog, and it's just going to be a show, then you can wait 4 years to get a dog. If you're worried about the suicide problem across the country, knowing that there's at least 22 a day, well, you don't have time. You're going to be dead.
It's an outlier to have the veteran train their dog themselves. That's an unusual circumstance.
Canines for Warriors CEO Rory Diamond defended his organization's approach to training during a recent virtual interview and says his organization is trying to address that logjam of demand. The charity has leased city property next to animal care services since 2019. And last fall completed a 5,000 square foot canine training center. San Antonio voters this month and next month will be asked to approve $2.25 million in bond money, which would then be matched by the nonprofit to more than double the number of kennels there.
So San Antonio was supposed to be kind of like a dog depot where we rescued a dog, held it for a minute, and then took it over to Florida.
Instead, Diamond says the charity now plans to train dogs in San Antonio for 6 to 8 months. But the push to grow the physical presence of a Florida nonprofit using San Antonio bond money is not without controversy.
I know that there's been some concern over whether or not all those veterans will be San Antonians. I don't care whether those veterans are in Alaska or Puerto Rico or in San Antonio.
Opponents of expanding the program have slammed Councilman Manny Pelaez for this February comment and for his persistent backing of his friend Diamond's nonprofit, pointing out that since Canines for Warriors began pulling rescue dogs from ACS and other local shelters in 2019, only 10 San Antonio veterans have graduated or been accepted into their program. Before the nonprofit came to San Antonio, however, officials say that figure was just 3.
I don't make comments like that to please everybody. They don't have all the facts. I have more than they do.
The accessibility to the general public of this project is limited.
Carrie Neff is a San Antonio resident who was on the Bond Facilities Committee and says she ultimately signed off on expanding Canines for Warriors out of fear that larger projects like replacement fire stations and a new police substation would be impacted if the committee continued to squabble over dogs.
I feel like this pet project getting snuck in there is a disservice to taxpayers, and it further erodes the public trust.
So as a bond committee member, are you comfortable with Canines for Warriors being on the 2022 bond?
No.
Come on, let's walk.
For Sherwood, whose organization has graduated more than 200 veteran service dog teams in San Antonio since 2010, there's ways to address dog euthanizations and veteran suicides without forcing San Antonio residents to eventually cut the check.
I mean, that's a nonprofit's job to go out and do what they do, but don't go to a city asking for specific funding.
For the Defenders, Dylan Collier, KSAT 12 News.
And early voting on the record $1.2 billion city bond package runs through May 3rd. Election Day is Saturday, May 7th.
Now, Councilman Pelaez points out that the passage of Prop A by San Antonio voters a year ago gives the city more flexibility in how it can spend voter-approved bond money, and that the Canines for Warriors project was properly vetted before being included.
And time now, 9:40 and 70 degrees out there. A lot more ahead on GMSA at 9.
Up next, how a 6-month pilot program is helping the city of San Antonio to evaluate a number of noise complaints.
And welcome back. It's 9:44. Our coverage continues on the city's plan to deal with noise complaints.
A 6-month pilot program to help find a solution just wrapped up with more than 8,400 calls for noise complaints. Of that, only 155 citations were handed out.
Patty Santos has that story.
The city's report shows code enforcement received more than 8,000 noise complaints dating back to last October, all received on weekend nights from Thursday to Sunday. 6 code enforcement officers assigned to investigate were able to get through 35% of those calls. The majority of the complaints were made in District 1 and 2 between 11 p.m. and 3 a.m. The city hired a firm to investigate noise complaints as well. Sound Music City found businesses lack education and how noise travels. Sound Music City city will now focus on educating businesses and residents in hotspots. Those areas are yet to be determined, but that means there will be field trips for task force members.
We've learned from our experience, having those conversations and letting some of the operators hear it from their neighbors, or hear it from a different perspective, that has actually helped kind of unclog some of the things that's been holding it up. So some of the operators we talked to were, we're amenable to it. So we're getting ready to get into that phase.
Up next, the city and task force will explore how outdoor live entertainment and zoning permits might hold businesses more accountable rather than handing out citations. There's also an idea to establish music cutoff time and sound travel training programs. The task force will come back with a presentation in about a month, but won't likely have any recommendations to present just yet. Meanwhile, if you have a noise complaint, SAPD is now answering those calls, and the task force will be taking a look at the data. Patty Santos, KSAT 12 News.
946, 71 degrees, and Justin is back with kind of a calendar planner.
Yes, a reminder.
A reminder.
Yes.
Looking about 3 months out.
Exactly. And I need these. Just to stay organized. But if you were watching Good Morning San Antonio earlier, we mentioned some of these dates. Just a heads up, we're almost into May. Today is the 27th, yes. So Mother's Day is just 11 days away. Memorial Day, 33 days away. Summer begins in 55 days officially, and July 4th, 68 days away. So we're getting into the thick of things here, and it's going to be really hot before we know it. So enjoy this weather while we have it. It is really beautiful out there this morning. I want to show you the aquifer real quick too, because it did jump up some, not a lot, but some, after our recent rains. So as of this morning, it's around 648. And we'll see if it rises a little bit more today as some of that water soaks in. At least we stopped it from continuing its way downward. It is starting to show maybe some signs of coming back up some. So good to see. Outside right now, clouds trying to work back in. We've had mostly clear skies for the last hour or so. 67 degrees at the airport. 71 Stinson, 70 Kelly, 66 Randolph. And these clouds are going to have a big bearing on where temperatures go today. Where we see the cloudier skies, and it's generally going to be west of San Antonio, the numbers may be held down just a little bit. 64 Kerrville, 66 in Hondo, 73 right now Beeville, 67 up there in the Braunfels, 70 Port SA, 72 Castroville, and 68 for our friends down there in Devine. Here's a look at the forecast. And this model does bring clouds through from time to time today. And that means temperatures would hold in the upper 70s, close to 80. Now, if we see more sun, if the cloud cover stays to the west of San Antonio, you may see us jump into the 80s here. But that's what we're thinking for this afternoon. 76 Bernie and 78 out in Seguin today. Here's a look at the satellite picture. You're starting to see a few more clouds develop here on the edge of our cloud deck. Bandera is cloudy, Kerrville is cloudy, Lakey is cloudy, but you go east, places like Gonzales, Hallettsville, you're looking at perfectly sunny skies. We zoom out some more, and you'll see the state of Texas is seeing cloud cover roughly the western half of the state. And that's that moisture coming back in as high pressure at the surface moves off to our east. We're getting that nice flow off the Gulf of Mexico. Not a lot to look at here across the country other than we've got some rain and snow up across New England. And it's cold up there. 37 right now in Cleveland, 40 in Chicago, 33 in Minneapolis. So that cool air that we felt here, it was even colder up there across the Midwest. And they had wind chills this morning in the 30s. Not really feeling like late April. Our futurecast shows that by tomorrow we're going to be much warmer. The warm, humid air starts to surge in. We'll get a dry line setting up out west. Doesn't do much for us next couple of days. Sits out there and doesn't move close enough to really help to create any showers or storms. That'll be the case Friday, too. But as we get into the weekend, weak frontal boundary sinks south. If it can get into the hill country, I think that'll be close enough to help create some showers and storms. And if we do get storms, there's a potential for some severe weather. But in general, the chances are low, 20% as it stands right now, and that would be mainly Saturday evening, so there's not a big window for that. We'll keep an eye on it. 86 tomorrow, 89 Friday, close to 90 this weekend with those chances for some storms Saturday evening, and then another small chance coming up on Monday as another storm system passes through Texas. But those numbers do warm up. These highs in the 70s, we're probably not going to see much more of that going forward as we get into May, guys.
I see that. We're getting to the 90s again.
We are.
All right. Thank you, Justin.
10 till 10, 71 degrees.
And still to come, millennials are often a target for criticism. However, they may have the last laugh when it comes to personal finances. We're going to tell you why.
What do you know about the multiverse?
Viz had his theories. He believed it was dangerous.
He was right.
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is the next chapter in Phase 4 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Following the events of Spider-Man No Way Home, the second Doctor Strange flick finds Stephen casting a spell he probably shouldn't have. The multiverse opens May 6th.
If you ever start to lose control, what do you do?
It didn't work.
She's not a robot, Annie. She's a little girl with little girl emotions, which are wildly unpredictable.
An updated spin on Stephen King's Firestarter hits theaters and a simultaneous premiere on Peacock on May 13th. The new take on the flammable thriller stars Zac Efron and Ryan Kira Armstrong.
Start at the beginning. Years ago, before you were born, I met a man. They spend a few days together, and he gives her a house.
What secrets does the Dowager Countess have? One thing is clear, Downton Abbey, A New Era, won't be limited to the English countryside. Grab your tea and whatever Mrs. Patmore has whipped up as The New Era arrives in theaters May 20th.
What the hell? Good morning, aviators. This is your captain speaking.
Tom Cruise is back in the pilot seat in Top Gun Maverick. The long-awaited sequel reunites Cruise with Oblivion director Joseph Kosinski. Moviegoers can feel the need for speed, when Maverick swoops into theaters Memorial Day weekend. Getting the popcorn ready in Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
So it's still coming out.
It still is, apparently.
There's still hope, Mark.
Yeah. Temperatures today up around 80 degrees. We're going to see more cloud cover, I think, here over the next couple of hours. 86 Thursday, 89 Friday. We're in the low 90s Saturday with a small chance for some storms.
All right, a new study from the investment firm Charles Schwab shows the younger generation is already stashing away cash in their mid-20s.
So it also shows that millennials have more money in their 401ks than Generation Xers did at the same time. The reason in part, they don't expect to get pension plans.
In 1981, 84% of full-time workers at large companies had pensions. That number dropped to 28% by 2020.
So they graduated into the Great Recession, dealt with COVID and their second recession. Now they're gearing up for what financial analysts predict will be another recession paired with high inflation levels.
But there is one thing millennials are focused on: crypto. 25% of them plan to invest in digital currencies, compared with about 5% of baby boomers.
Maybe they'll be okay.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day.
Bye, guys.